Hi, this is Kelly from Jaded Ladies. I got some new dolls in today's mail, and I'm going to show you the process that I use to clean them up. And these are in nice condition, so thank you to my sellers. These two ladies here came from Mercari. This is Secret Date, Chloe, Bowling, Megan, and this is Princess Jade, and she came from eBay, and the seller was very lovely. Both of them actually were. This lady did go the extra mile to point out that she has a little lip chip, and she's for me, so I'll fix that, and I might show you later how we do that, but that would be in a separate video. I've assembled my tools and products that I need. First is baking soda. This is just a very mild cleanser that you can use, and it's just mildly abrasive. It will not hurt anything, or at least it hasn't in my experience. I also am using Dawn, and this is just the easy pump type bottle that I keep here by my sink. But the regular Dawn's just fine to use too. The other thing is a very soft toothbrush. If you can see here, I got these on Amazon. I'll get the brand name up here so you can see. I would not advise using a tough, or what they used to call hard bristle brush. So you want something that's really soft, because you do not want to make marks on the doll or scrape off the paint. Worse yet. This is a seam ripper that I have to take out any bands in the hair. When we do the hair, I think this is one of the most important tools here. This has rotating pins. I don't know if you can see them moving there. You might be able to hear it. And it works through hair very nicely without damaging it. And these turn and they don't pull hair. One of the worst things, and I just cringe when I see it, is one of those brushes that has little balls on the end. Throw those things in the garbage, okay? Those are terrible. They'll rip out hair like crazy. Do not use those. I don't advise using a brush on doll hair at all. And then I have a rat-tailed comb here, which I use for fine combing. And then the other end here is nice to do some parting or sectioning if you need to do that when you do your style. Also, I have Quantum shampoo. This is what we use on our own hair here. We use it sometimes on our dogs that we groom. We have Afghan hounds, and if you've ever had one, you know they require a lot of grooming. And this is what we use for conditioner. The dogs have their own special brand, but this is very good too in a pinch for everybody. The 3-Minute Miracle. Great stuff, really good. Okay, so I'm going to let my water just run a little bit here and get it nice and warm. Thankfully, in our new house here in Florida, we do have city water. I was not a fan of well water that we lived with for 30 years. I'm just going to pump a little bit of this Dawn in here. Swish it around, and I'll just put these ladies right in. Now, Chloe here has a little earring. I'm going to remove that so that doesn't get misplaced. We'll just put it off to the side. We'll put her in. And Miss Jade, and just let their tub fill up here a little bit. Now, with Megan, she does have her hair styled here. So I'm going to carefully remove this band. And these bands do deteriorate with age. So I would just always advise taking these out. Let me see if I can get a better angle with her here, because we don't want to break the hair. I'm having some hand problems. I have to see a doctor. Okay, so there we go. That'll come out in a minute here because it's wrapped around several times. It's really tight. And release. Okay, there we go. And then up here, her hair is wrapped around that ponytail there. And they've caught it in the band, if you can see. And I just want to catch the band here with that no hair. Okay. And it popped. And it's still in the hair a little bit. Now, these dolls are in good condition, I think. I have gotten some that are just really horrible. But these are not. These are nice. And I'm just going to put a little bit of this in my hand here. And we'll start with Miss Chloe here. And just, I like to use a circular motion. Just give her a good scrub-a-dub-dub here. Sure you work up in here, all up underneath. Some of these have panties painted on, and some I've found don't. Just seems to depend here. Unfortunately, the paint is chipped on a lot of them, and you know, it's just a personal preference, but I don't like the way these look that they're half painted on. So I usually do take those off with acetone, and that's not nail polish remover. It's 100% pure acetone. Now, do be careful when using that with these dolls because it will remove paint too, and it'll also dissolve hair, so we don't want to do that. Okay, so just do a little more scrubbing here. It's Jade. I'm really excited to see this one, and I want to fix her lip. I think she's pretty. I like her a lot. Jade is one of my favorites. Shh, don't tell the others. I know we're not supposed to have personal favorites, but I do like Jade. This particular Chloe is a little present for my daughter. I got another one in a bundle, and she liked her the best of any of them, so I wanted to get another one and fix it up for her and dress her. I like to be a little creative with my dressing because I'm just not always crazy about the outfits they came in. Now you can see here, this Megan, her face is different than the body color, but this is due to age. Oh no, don't tell her. She's getting old. But that's what happens with vinyl. It does change and break down and deteriorate over time, and there's just no helping that. And also it is made from a different type of material than the body itself. So getting a good match, I'm sure, is a challenge for the manufacturer in the first place. Okay, and this chick has on no pants, so don't look. All right. Going to squish them a little bit, and I don't know, the water doesn't look bad really, not too bad. I mean, bear in mind these were children's playthings. I'm gonna let this water out and give it a rinse here. All right, let's see. I usually lay mine like this in the sink. Hopefully you can see that here. She went right back down into the bubbles. Get rid of these bubbles here. Turn on some cold water. And we'll rinse this out thoroughly. And then I actually like to use the shampoo on the hair to condition it. I'm going to move my video here just a little bit, my tripod, so you can see. Now, even though this hair doesn't, you know, really look too matted, I can tell just by feeling it that it's dry and it's not perfectly combed out, you know, which is fine. I'm very particular, kind of extra particular. If you bought dolls for me in years past, I'm sure you know, I am very particular about how they go out. So, but I realize that, you know, not everybody has that time or effort, or they're just selling them to be redone, which is fine. And I got these for a good price. Okay. So now I'm going to actually do the shampoo here. The Quantum. Maybe I am. It will come out there. And I'm just going to work that into her hair there without tangling it up. So you can see I'm not agitating it too much, because our goal here is to get tangles out, not contribute to the problem and add more in. Now it may be the type of hair here, but this one feels much more coarse. I don't know why. The hair on the majority of the Bratz is Saran, and I looked it up last evening because I was curious, and it does have different melting points. So I would say to err on the side of caution if you're using any kind of heat with that at all, because you don't want to make a bad matter worse. And you've probably seen videos of them flat ironing the doll's hair, and they do it wet. And I tried it last evening. I got a new flat iron, but the lowest temperature setting on that is 290, which I would have really liked one to do 250. And I should have checked here. This is something else too you want to check for. I can feel it. A lot of times there is a tie up in the head that has not been taken out from the original packaging, and that will just match your doll's hair to no end. So you always want to check and then feel back here with your fingers too. And I didn't bring my nail clip in here, but you need to take and clip that down, really part the hair back so you're not clipping off hair, and clip that off down really tight to the head, because you don't want to have a beautiful hairstyle and then have it messed up by those little nubs in the back. Okay, and there's really no mystery to this. You just rinse the hair. I do love the sculpt on this one. Such a pretty face, I think. Actually, all of these girls I think are really pretty. Okay, and then I'm using 3-Minute Miracle, and I do use a good bit. And I'm going to work that in. And you can just feel the difference right away when you apply it. It's doing its job. Okay, but I'm just going to put her right there and let her sit. I set a timer and let them sit. Now Miss Jade here feels a little rugged. I don't know what's going on with her hair, but I'll have a better idea when we start combing. And sometimes it will take you a while to comb these girls out, but just be patient and take your time. There's no rush. And if you're rushed, I would say just leave it and come back, because even if you're very experienced, a rush job is just never a good thing. Okay, Miss Megan. I don't usually like redheads, but I don't know. This one's kind of pretty. I guess she has more auburn hair. I love the eye color. This is the color of my daughter's eyes. They're aqua. Really pretty. All right, ladies. I'm going to leave you there for 5 minutes, and we'll be back.